Hey everybody, it's B, Diz the Rockstar, part of SuperObvious. In this video, we're talking about why Alba, Fyre, and Isla Dawn need to be pushed, and how they could be the best female tag team in the whole company. Let's go. First off, before these two were a tag team, they used to have beef and would attack and beat each other's asses. So if you don't know, Alba Fyre is a Scottish wrestler who used to go under the name Kaylee Ray. She has also been an NXT UK Women's Champion after beating Toni Storm back in 2019, and her title reign lasted 649 days, and was the first British-born wrestler to hold this title. She was in the first ever Women's War Games match, successfully defended her NXT UK Women's Championship against Toni Storm and Piper Niven in a triple threat match, and, in my opinion, was one of the biggest names in the NXT UK division. As far as Isla Dawn, also a Scottish wrestler, she is basically a jobber where she has lost matches against Asuka where she got completely squashed, lost to Rhea Ripley for the NXT UK Women's Championship, lost in the first round to Toni Storm in the NXT UK Women's Tournament, lost in a Women's Battle Royal to be #1 contender for the NXT UK Women's Champion, and so on, and so on, and so on. Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn are a tag team called the Unholy Union, and their gimmick, they are basically witches. I would compare them to the main characters from the movie The Craft that came out back in 1996. If you've never seen it, it's about 4 females that do witchcraft, and this includes making people hallucinate, shapeshift, controlling nature and the weather, telekinesis, casting spells, mind control, and all types of crazy shit, and it's awesome. With the Unholy Union and the kind of promos and gimmicks they are doing, I would definitely like for them to get pushed and really go with this witchcraft idea for this tag team. Of course, it has to be presented in a way so it's not viewed as corny. If anything, I'd like their gimmick to be taken seriously, where they are legit, so creepy and weird that it's very dark and even scary for viewers and for anyone that has to face them. There has already been wrestlers who have had a gimmick where they have a supernatural element to them, such as The Undertaker, The Fiend Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, and others. And none of this is being used right now, so their timing for this kind of stuff to happen is perfect. Stuff like controlling the lights in a stadium, possessing people to turn on their partners, or do stuff that isn't in their character, stalking, or having people so paranoid that mentally they're in people's heads so bad that they lose their shit and go crazy. I think this kind of stuff would be great for the Unholy Union. Also, their look is cool, their entrance theme is awesome, and their promos are super weird, which I definitely like. Oh, and they have some pretty cool moves. They just won the Women's Tag Team Championships at Clash at the Castle of this year, taking the belts from Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Also, beating Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. Whether they have the belts for a long time or not, them winning is a big deal, especially since everybody pretty much thought they were the least likely to win, and it was a super big upset. Oh, side note, I knew they were going to win, and if 11,000 people don't think they should have won, you were all wrong, and I was right. That's it. That's all. No need to talk about it anymore. The fact that they were the underdogs and beat this tag team that seems to be so strong and unbeatable, I feel the company is giving them a push, which I hope goes for a while. At some point, I wouldn't be mad if they had a third member in the group so they seem even more of a threat, as long as they are a good fit for the gimmick. Even though they have been women's tag team champs several times, it's not much of a stretch for fans to say they are a tag team that's still stuck in the mid-card. But them winning the belts in that triple threat match does make them seem like a big deal. To make their rep go even further, they need to challenge and beat other wrestlers that are a big deal to have their impact be even bigger, to where everybody knows who they are and are afraid of them because they know all the dark and crazy shit they're capable of. I haven't done a wrestling video in a while. If you want me to do more wrestling videos like I used to when I first started my channel, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's the video. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about the Unholy Union winning the Women's Tag Team Championships at Clash of the Castle. Do you think they're going to have a good title run, or pretty much play hot potato with the belts? Also, what do you think about their gimmick? Do you think they should go crazy with all the weird witch stuff? Like and share the video, subscribe, tell other wrestling fans to support the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Totally for sure.